This is probably the last place on the planet any of us as a team wanted to be. Nobody comes here unless you really have to. This is not a holiday area. This is not an attractive area. This is a place where you're all the time reading news about killings, the bombings, shootings.
The statistics of how many killings had been there, the statistics of what happens there, you know. Going there was, in one sense, a challenge, but I knew there was a purpose why we need to go there.
ASEAN is countries in this region that have joined together. They say we want to have one identity, one vision, to be an area of peace and economic exchange. The amazing thing is that the borders are opening. The negative side of this is that it also causes an explosive opportunity for human trafficking, because suddenly it is so easy to move around this region.
We all of a sudden started to realize the dark secrets of that city.
The government official actually took Eric and myself to see some of the local hotels. First thing that I saw, there was a guy standing in the hallway, and he looked really sinister, and he was staring at us. At that point I realized I better put my camera away. This is not safe. And as we started walking down the corridor, the doors were open into the rooms. And I looked inside. I saw stuff I never even knew exists. It was the most vile pornography I've ever seen. Then I looked at the bed, and there was a young girl sitting on the bed. One room had 2 girls sitting, and the next room had only 1 girl sitting on the bed alone. She was crying, bawling her eyes out. And I was like, what is this? And looking out the window with Eric, and we saw a pickup truck parked in front of the hotel, just arrived there.
Truckload of girls, about 13 girls, 14 girls, young, 12, 13, 40-year-old girls.
And they hopped out of that pickup truck, as little girls would, and they were all taken into that hotel, and that's the last I saw. These girls were very young.
Our hearts broke. That could have been our daughter, because we knew what's going to happen on that night to these girls. And so that opened our eyes to a world that we did not know that it existed there.
You can go all over Thailand and you can see many NGOs in Pattaya and Bangkok falling over each other, to work with the local community. And the thing that really struck me when I came down here was that I didn't see anybody working with the woman in the sex industry. And so for me it was a no-brainer. There's people here that are dying from infections and stuff. The biggest thing was the need. There's a massive need here, and because of the danger and stuff, nobody wants to come. So we go into the poorer communities and we do screening, we do education there, we do education with community groups, we go into the schools and do education.
We have been able to work inside the community with the people, not for the people. And when you work with the people, you actually see transformation.
Our foundation is registered in Thailand and authorized to work on 4 different levels. We work on social, environmental, physical, and spiritual.
The government endorses our foundation, which gives us a legal basis to be there and to work there. The heartbeat, the purpose is very clear. And that's to bring total transformation to communities, to see people rise up from poverty, to see that whole transformation of a human life.
We often see it's not just about the sex industry, but the wider community and the impact that that has on the wider community. So there's lots of drug use, lots of HIV and things in the community across the board, from children to adults. And there's nobody here working with these people. There's nobody telling these girls how valuable they are. There's nobody having the conversations with them about, there are other options for you in your life.
If people knew the agony, the trauma people go through there, the pain that people suffer there, if they knew that, people would be ready to give. There's a whole city that is suffering.
And that's what we're about. That's what drives us as individuals, is to see that restoration.
It's not just about providing medical care, but it's actually providing people who will journey alongside them and say, you know what, I believe in the future that you can have. I believe and I will help you to walk out of this situation that you are in. We do need more people. We need more people like Kylie, but not everybody can come. We do need people who are willing to invest financially. There is power in regular giving, because the finances that we receive allows us to plan to reach the people here, to bring freedom to the people of this city.